Hidea means no rudeness, but she hasn't time for visitors today. Best to seek company elsewhere, yes? It is true. Workers were happy and plentiful, but now? Moons be praised if half our workforce remains. You look clever. Perhaps you could investigate our missing farmhands? Mizum, owner of Fragrant Moon's plantation, sought to buy our farm after the last harvest. This one refused. Hidea suspects he now bribes away her workers in order to make this one desperate enough to sell. So kind of you to offer. But take Hidea's eldest son with you, yes? He returned home recently from moons nowhere, and now he lies about like a slug. Find the lazy Khajiit in the cave up the hill, just north of the farm. It's about time Hidea's layabout son helped around here. He may be clever, yes, but when it comes to farm work, you would never believe he was born and raised in Maryvale. At least Raxargo has the decency to help his poor mother.
Mother! Raxargo found a new farmhand!
Yes, sweet one, thank you. They're going to look into our troubles right after they wake up your brother.
Brother is still sleeping? Raxargo rose at dawn and has been working hard all day.
What? Who is there? This one's head may ache, but that does not mean he cannot defend himself. You do not look like a robber, so Raz would appreciate it if you kept your voice down. I need a moment to clear my head. Say, why have you barged into Raz's den unannounced? She would trust Raz with such a task? That does not sound like Mother. Unless she just wants to get Raz out of this cave. No, don't answer that. Well, anything is better than farm work, yes? Raz will be happy to help. Mizum has wanted to get his paws on Sweetwater for years. If Mother can't keep the farm operating, Mizum can buy it and gain control of the valley's moon sugar cane. We need proof. Meet Raz outside the Fragrant Moon's plantation. At last! Something here that's worthy of Raz's attention. Let's get to the Fragrant Moon's plantation and see what we can dig up. Raz is glad you made it. He was about to proceed without you. Now remember, we need to be stealthy. The fewer guards that notice us, the fewer guards we'll have to kill, yes? Mercenaries, actually. In addition to gates and walls, Mizum hired the Red Hands to patrol his land. They're not the type to ask questions before they try to kill you. Best to slip in unseen. Ledgers, documents, contracts, Anything that proves that Mizum bribed the farmhands. Or perhaps we will grow lucky and find a journal. Over the years, Raz has discovered that many villains enjoy documenting their nefarious plans. One more thing. Try to avoid unnecessary murder, yes? Know that the Red Hands deserve mercy, of course. But any messes you make, Raz will need to clean up. And Raz is on vacation. Besides, Mother wouldn't take kindly to killing the neighbors. Lead the way, Five Claw. This creature was attacked by something unnatural. That much is clear. So, moon sugar disappears from Mizum stores as well. Interesting.
First, Muzum loses moon sugar. Now his farmers won't work. What nonsense.
There is something out there, Mizum. Some sort of beast.
Ah! Beast! This one sees no beast. All he sees are lazy Khajiit who make up foolish lies.
The farmers of Maryvale are no strangers to... Let's return to Mother's farm and discuss what we learned. Old Mizum is dealing with missing moon sugar, scared farmhands, and a mysterious beast. Perhaps he and Mother suffered the same problem, yes? A creature prowls the sugarcane fields. Something far deadlier than a terror bird. If this is true, then Raz fears the missing farmhands reside in the belly of this beast. And so will many others, if we don't put a stop to it. You must visit Honeybreeze Homestead, another moon sugar farm in the valley. If Raz is right, Jedolthal will be suffering from the same problem as Mizum and Mother. The farmstead is just across the bridge, on the southern side of the valley. In the meantime, Raz will try to convince his family to stay out of the fields. Perhaps they will be reasonable today. That would be a welcome change, yes? Anything that proves this beast exists. Corpses, tracks, strange residue. With luck, Jedolthal will have even seen this creature. Him or one of his 3 lovely daughters. Ah, Jedolthal's daughters. Raz wonders if they still remember him. Does Raz seem like the type to kiss and tell? Well, not while sober, at least. Now that this one thinks about it, he may not have left things on the best footing in regards to the daughters, particularly when it comes to certain promises. Raz admits to succumbing to the folly of youth in his younger days, though after so many years, this one assumes they have forgotten about such things.
Rosalind, your mother sends you to find our missing farmhands, and this is where you end up? Our house?
We already searched Mizum's plantation. Raz came back to warn you about...
Excuses. And this one thought you learned more in your travels than which tavern served the cheapest ale.
You better go, Five Claw. This may take some time.
Attacking the farm! It cornered Jedolthal, chased his daughters into the field. You have to help them. A monster, I heard it. It roared loud enough for Alkosh to hear. I ran, but the noise must have startled the local animals as well. A lion nearly took my arm. Please, you must help Jedolthal. He is hiding just ahead.
Quickly, go on ahead and find Jedolthal. Raz will help our friend here.
Moons above, let Jedothal's family be safe. Please, please, Jedothal begs. You must rescue his 3 daughters from that horrid beast. They should just be west of here up the path. You must find them before that monster does. Jedothal was only able to catch a glimpse of it as he ran. But what he saw was unnatural. It was an enormous beast, with a mouthful of fangs and a thick leathery hide. Oh, why has such a thing come to our peaceful home?
Have you seen my father, Jedothal? I've been searching for him, but I wasn't able to make it very far. Thank the moons. And have you possibly seen my 2 sisters? I seek them as well. Then I must ask you to find them and ensure their safety as you have ensured mine. For now, I will make my way back to my father.
Ah, the beautiful Banji. It is good to see you alive and well.
By the moons, you have to help me. A monster attacked our farm. My father ran, but I do not know what became of him. Ah, thank goodness. Have you seen my 2 sisters as well? We separated in our panic, and I fear for their safety. Oh, I'm happy to hear that, but I'm still worried about my remaining sister. Please, could you find her? Preferably before that monster does. Raz, you're here?
Of course. You are safe now, sweetheart. Raz will get you to safety.
These beasts should thank the moons that they found me without my bow. I'd make quick work of them if I had it on hand. Have you seen my father, by chance? He's a kind man, but not very quick. I fear he may have come to harm. Of course, I'll make sure he stays safe. Have you also seen my sisters? I tried my best to lead them to safety, but they scattered in their panic. That's good to hear. I was going to seek them out myself, but the monster is still close by. I didn't wish to attract its attention. I've hunted in Maryvale all my life, but never have I seen a creature like this. Large and leathery, with glowing eyes and a mouth full of sharp teeth. Last I saw, it was headed to the cave further up the hill.
The fragrant Pashroni. Raz is glad to see you safe.
Hello, Raz. I didn't know you were back in Maryvale.
Well, yes. Come, let Raz lead you to safety.
Very good, my pet. That should distract those farmers for quite a while. An intruder! Quick, Dolor, kill them at once!
Dark moons, a Daedra. Oh, Raz hates those things. Raz knew something was sour in Sweet Maryvale. Well, at least we know what happened to the missing farmhands. But why does a Daedra care about moon sugar? Then it is likely this mage must have summoned the Daedra. Wouldn't be too surprising if he was behind the missing moon sugar as well. Raz was able to question Jadathol, while you dealt with our large friend over there. Our neighbor has also lost moon sugar this season, yet has seen no thieves. Let us return to Mother's farm and examine her storage cellar. If Mazum and Jadathol have been robbed, then Mother is likely the next target. And with luck, her cellar will show evidence of the theft. Despite Mizum and Jadathol's vigilance, the thieves we seek were never seen. Raz means to discover just how this is possible.
There they are! Moons be praised. Thank you both. Because of your help, this one's family is safe.
Raz is so pleased to see you and your daughters unharmed. All three of your daughters.
Yes, Raz. And all three of us have been talking quite a bit.
Do you remember, Razandar? Oh, this one will love you forever. This one will come back for you soon. This one only has eyes for you.
Minshok doubts that the...
Let us search for signs of thievery. And if Raz's family decides to poke their snouts in, ignore them. Raz sees nothing out of the ordinary.
This is where you search for the farmhands? Our cellar? What? Are they hiding in the walls?
No clues to be found here, it seems. That is a rather ornate tapestry for this cellar. Mother, did you hang this?
What? No, of course not. Who would Mother be trying to impress? The cellar
A
rat?
secret passage, eh? Raz thought he felt a draft in here. This must be how the thieves could steal the moon sugar without being spotted. They tunnel directly into the storage cellars of the farms. If it wasn't highly illegal, Raz would be impressed. They are organized, that's for sure. They terrorize farmers with Daedra and missing farmhands, all to distract them from their missing moon sugar. And stolen moon sugar means only one thing: skooma. The prize all criminal organizations hope to achieve by processing moon sugar. Raz thinks it's about time we confront these unwelcome thieves. Let them know just what Merryvale thinks of skooma smugglers.
Well, look who we got here. Intruders. Oh, you're going to get in trouble. Why, you certainly have a lot of eyes. And they're different colors, too. Fancy that. Would you mind untying me? Itchy, and I just can't scratch. Don't know why Sivas tied me up. He's a mean, mean mage. I'm a smuggler. I'm smuggling. Well, at the moment I'm tied up, obviously. We're making skooma, see? Lots of skooma. Only I tripped into a barrel. Clumsy me. And now I am feeling so good. Besides the itching, of course. And Sivas tying me up. Boss man! He does all sorts of nasty things. Summons Daedra, steals from the kitty farmers, ties me up. You should give him a talking to. He's down in the caverns somewhere. Oh, he'll be mad that you're here, though. Really, really mad!
Where is that?
The caves branch here. You should follow the corridor, while Raz takes this side passage. We'll meet up farther ahead.
I left Cyrodiil for a few pieces of gold? We need to double our production. The time for stealth and subterfuge is ending. Soon we will launch a raid on the farms. Patience, Tintin. Patience. We'll find the one who killed your brother and free him alive.
There you are, Fat-Claw. Time to put an end to this skooma operation, yes?
You're the one interfering in my operation. You'll pay dearly for that.
Now's our chance to end this, once and for all. Sweet work, Five-Claw. Now, let's head back to Mother's farm. Quite the investigation, yes? We infiltrated a heavily patrolled farmstead, saved 3 beautiful damsels, and dismantled the skooma operation. All in all, not a bad day's work. Ah, yes. Mother's docile screeching can lull Raz to sleep. Now, this one suspects that Mother would try to cheat you if you ask her for payment. So here, a reward from Raz's own pockets. Aren't you a lucky one?
Well, it seems you're good for something at least.
Good for something. Raz took down an entire skooma operation for Jode's sake.
Razumdar, sir, I have an urgent message for you from Queen Irene.
A message for us? Ah, who would waste the paper on him?
Roxargo, shush! Queen Irene? Razum, what is he talking about?
Raz's next assignment. It seems this one's vacation is over, Mother.
Already? But you only just arrived.
Well, Raz could stay for one last meal before he departs.
And letters? Will you write us letters?
Doesn't Raz always?
kingdom of fat priests and wealthy merchants. A survivor of plagues and wars, and only stronger for it. Rachin wonders if the kingdom will ever truly fall.
Could you please stop stomping around like that? My head is pounding enough as it is. Shore's bones. We never should have eaten those sugar cakes. Rachin sugar cakes. Our manager, Bacargo, tried to warn us about them, but what kind of band would we be if we paid attention to warnings? Ah, Rigot. The last time I felt this bad was when I tried to beat him in a mead drinking contest. We don't want to let him down, but we can hardly stand, let alone give a performance worthy of the Screaming Mammoths. He needs someone to play, but that someone doesn't need to be the Screaming Mammoths. Take our instruments and sing the song yourself. That cat will never know the difference. There's a lute and a drum in this chest. I'm hearing troubling rumors about Ashen Scar. Undead, mainly. I guess I can mark visiting there off my list.
Welcome back, friend. Rigord found Lady Isa. She's not as talkative as the women in Windhelm, but she's quite classy. Rigord is sure a Nord ballad will convince her to help make peace between the Nords and Khajiit. Where are the Screaming Mammoths? The Screaming Mammoths let you touch their instruments? Rigord tried to touch them after a performance in Nibelheim, and his brain still aches from the pummeling. Definitely Rigord's favorite head injury. Why did they give you their instruments? Rigord can be an official Screaming Mammoth? He can play the instrument of legendary lutist Frongir Half-Giant? Did Rigord drink a barrel of mead and find himself in a land made of dreams? These are honest questions. Rigord gets confused. Rigord's mind explodes like the top of Mount Vardenfell. Drinking mead with the mammoths was one thing, but playing their instruments is beyond Rigord's wildest imaginings. We will play Lady Isa the best ballad Elsewhere has ever heard. Oh, your eyes shine like glowing mushrooms in glomerates, and you're sturdy as a mountain goat's hoof-fed feet. We should meet to drink mead and eat wolf meat.
Why are you singing to my house cat, Luna?
Lady Isa? Rigord has logical explanation. You have great influence with the Khajiit, so Rigord wanted to impress you with his song. But first, he had to practice on your cat, because he's like a tiny you.
It's difficult to imagine anything sadder than a confused Lady Isa is going to pretend that Ambassador Rigord did not just confuse her with a house cat. Your friend is the one who should apologize. His attempts at diplomacy have already offended Justo and sickened Al-Saldak. Fortunately for you, Lady Isa is convinced that Ambassador Rigord's intent is pure. She even brought him a peace offering. Rigord must be rewarded for his comical yet well-intentioned mission to improve relations between the Nords and Khajiit. Lady Isa brought an honorary collar and bell. He will wear it everywhere and elsewhere, so we can always know when he is near. No, but we can all see that Ambassador Rigord is very special. This one presents him with this dignified and stylish reward.
Lady Isa is eager to use her influence to bring peace between the Nords and Khajiit, isn't she? Nothing solves problems better than a traditional Nord love ballad. Except for mead. A collar and bell made to fit Rigord's rippling neck? Rigord will jingle it with pride. Please accept this gift, friend. Rigord could not have made peace between the Nords and Khajiit without you. This song is dedicated to Rigord's favorite diplomatic assistant. And Lady Isa. And that house cat. And increased peace between the Nords and Khajiit. Oh yeah, and mead!
Lady Isa will do her best to make peace between the Nords and Khajiit. Just so you can make
Bring some iron ore to a blacksmithing station. You can refine it there to get iron ingot. Refining ore into ingots is a good way to build your muscles. Go to the blacksmithing station and craft an iron dagger. Nothing fancy. You shouldn't need more than 2 iron ingots. Oh, and you'll need a style material. You can purchase them from any blacksmith, or scavenge them yourself if you're thrifty. Every race has a traditional material they work into their weapons and armor. For example, the Imperial style material is nickel. I should know. Every day in the Legion camps, I worked a pile of it. The Nord style material is corundum. Let's start with that. You can learn how to craft with another race's style material by studying racial motif books. They're quite rare, mostly held by collectors, so watch. Craft an iron dagger. You'll need some. The trick is the style material, but I'm sure you know that. Next is deconstruction. You learn a lot when you break something into parts, even more so when it's someone else's work. Go deconstruct your dagger, or anything else really, as long as you do it at a blacksmithing station. You'll regain some components, of course, but the real trick is to deconstruct another crafter's work. You can learn far more by disassembling someone else's material than your own. You certainly know your way around a forge. You're a blacksmith, and let none tell you otherwise. Of course, I'll get you certified right away so you can fulfill blacksmith crafting writs immediately. Let me know if you have some time. I can train and certify you in something else. If you convince me you know how to use a needle and thread, I'll certify you. However, let me know if you have some. A good woodworker sees the final product before cutting the first block of wood. But I can't teach 2 crafts at once. I want to know if you can craft a maple bow. First, go harvest some rough maple. You'll refine it into sanded maple at a woodworking station. Last, you'll take the sanded maple and turn it into a maple bow. Absolutely! Bows are challenging to craft. Show me you're up to the challenge and I'll happily certify you. But first, go get me a bundle of rough maple. There's a place nearby which should have what you need. Collect an armload and return here. If there's not enough, you'll need to search for more.
Trust me on this, traveler.
Look for rough maple in forest. You should avoid cutting a rough maple log with a wasp nest inside. It's rather unpleasant. So are the lotions you'll need for the stings. Craft a maple bow at a woodworking station. You'll need sanded maple, also a style material. Scavenge them yourself or buy a...
It is important to travel.
Craft a maple bow. Bring some sand. A good bow will get you far in life. Making good bows will get you farther. Excellent! Now we can talk about deconstruction. You... I've seen everything I need. Certainly. There's only one more. If you can show me you can craft a pair of homespun gloves. First, you'll collect some... Of course. It was the first... I spotted some raw jute growing on... Search grassy area. Raw jute is plentiful if you know where to look. Just don't chew on it. It can really do a number on your... Well, just don't chew on it. Take the raw jute to a clothing station. If you have enough, you can easily refine it. Bring the refined jute to me when you're done, and then you'll make some homespun gloves. If you're in a guild, check the guild stores. They often have... Before you make the gloves, when I'm refining jute, I sing to help pass the time. Head to the clothing station and... Craft a pair of Wonderful! Now... You're more than capable. Already done.
I have nothing left to teach. Have you spoken with Daniel Teleno? He can certify you in enchanting, alchemy, and provisioning. Last I heard, he was in the local Mages Guild.
Of course. What do you want to know?
There is much more I can teach you. What else do you hope to learn? A provisioner condenses the essence of ingredients into food or drink. A true artist balances palate with nutrition. I can share this noble profession, but I can only certify provisioning is a rewarding yet grueling profession. Gruel? Yes, I hope you don't think it beneath you. As bards learn lyrics before singing them, provisioners must work from recipes. I keep an old rival's recipe nearby. Go, find... Provisioners are quite secretive, but all is fair in brews and stews. Should coin be... Roast pig is an easy recipe. Provisioners are only as good as their ingredients. The fewer the better. Simplicity of pairing is key. Now, go find ingredients. Barrels, sacks of grain, kitchens, of course. It's food, it's simply around. Fine. Once you return, I've always believed the hunt for ingredients is its own reward. Now, the moment of truth. Go to a cooking pot with your ingredients and follow the recipe. Written.
Is he Kunzari? Kunzari. Sing it loud, sing it clear. Fighter, lover, poetry. He's one Khajiit to cheer. Who is he?
Bring me your culinary creation so I might interesting scent. Your command, enchanted, potency, essence, and aspect. All beneath the stars bear these component concepts. When combined, they form glyphs which add enchantments to items. Absolutely, for such is the essence of enchanting. Runes of potency, essence. We begin at the enchanting table. There you will combine a rune of potency, essence, and aspect. This simple puzzle forms a glyph. Now go, piece them together.
Hurrade Denis. Ta. Jora Oko Ta.
Craft a... You should... Your command of the craft. As with master chefs, every alchemist must assemble the right... Yes, every alchemical mixture requires a solvent, a pure liquid base. And really, there's a quiet area nearby with mountain flowers and columbine. In the wilderness. Locate a solvent. An apprentice of mine tried to use seawater as a solvent. I had him drink the... Good. Now go to an alchemy station. Use a solvent and 2 differing reagents to craft a potion. The reagents must possess common traits. Open your knapsack and place them in your mouth. The first time you consume a reagent, you'll learn its most rudimentary trait. True, some taste quite. Potions have far too many bits.
Place your wager, raise the stakes, build power from your traits, draw your fortune just away. Read for you'll have your way. And if you wind up on the street, at least you know the right
Blend the solvents. Your mastery of 3 crafts is...
there's a cause for your defeat. Next time be more discreet.
You know, the...
Oops, you're done. Now you're broke, tuck tail and run. Make a scene or swear and roll. Cost out 2 pots and house galore. Next time your money's on the seat, have the good sense to try and cheat.
Welcome! You stand amidst the Circle of Champions, a guild formed to test the greatest fighters of the realm in games of skill. Do you have what it takes? Well then, let's see what you're made of. Participate in one of our games at any of our battlegrounds. Win or lose, doesn't matter. Just get your... You'll never understand the battleground. You'll never understand... Of course. Now, we may have many games available. Which challenge...
You have some time? Welcome to the Prowl, friend. Lovely, eh? We sure could use some help to keep it that way. A bloody dragon swept through here recently. Can you believe that? Burned out a decent chunk of the Prowl and ate up the animals too. Now, a flock of poachers have moved in to kill the few beasts we have left. We could really use some help. Wait, does that mean you're in? Really? Zen's prize, that's good to hear. I work on a ranch east of here, just past the ridgeline. Talk to the owner, Numaya. She'll give you all the details and get you sorted. Thanks again, friend.
Hold there, Poacher. One more step and my sweet boy will tear you apart. Come on, Milksop. Get up. You're useless. I'm sorry. Numaya grows suspicious of everyone these days. A dragon swept through recently, you see. Gobbled up whole herds of antelope and burned out the larger hunting camps. Now bone-chime poachers pitch their tents all over the Prowl. We care for many rare animals. A juicy target, yes? Just yesterday, a group of them stole this one's training whistle to lure out our beasts, you see. We have little gold, but Numaya would pay you to retrieve her whistle and punish those Maskarses. What this one would not give to see you kick those bone-chime bastards in the teeth. Unfortunately, Numaya cannot leave her beasts unguarded. Life on the ranch has made them fat and lazy, especially this one. Yes, Milksop, Numaya talks about you